Hello model railroad fans, welcome to Vintage Road and Rail. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at this promotional train set by Model Power. I'm always on the lookout for these, I guess we want to call them kind of oddball sets, promotional sets if you will. This one here is from Hormel, and like I said, it's put out by Model Power. And I've got a bunch of these different promotional train sets. In fact, I'm always on the lookout for one. And a few days ago, I was perusing one of my forums, or one of my groups, I should say, on Facebook, and someone was selling this for $30. And as soon as I saw it, I just knew I had to have it. But the listing was a few hours old, so I was afraid. I actually think it was a day old, so I was afraid I might have missed it. So I pinged the seller, and it was still available. And here it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox everything, and then we're going to take a quick look at each of the components, and then we'll just give it a quick test around the track. Alright, so since it's just these pieces, I'll just unbox them right here on camera. And this was a complete train set as far as what came with it here. This is all that came with it as far as the locomotive and the cars. If it had been purchased new, it would have come in just a plain brown box, I believe. And it does come with the blue Lifelike. Oh, actually, no. Did that say Lifelike? It does say Lifelike. So I don't know if it would have come with a Lifelike power supply originally, or if it came with another manufacturer's power supply. But it would have also came with, in addition to the power supply, it would have came with either a circle or an oval of track, as well as a little signal light set. I have a few of these, but they're boxed away, so I'll put a picture down in one of the corners so that you know what it is I'm talking about. Alright, so this one comes with a Pennsylvania Railroad 040 locomotive. I looked online and I was not able to find anything out on this set, so if anybody has any details about it, please drop a comment and let me know. Because I don't know if it came with this all the time or if it came with different 040 locomotives. So let's start with the back at the caboose, and we'll work our way front and then take a quick look at each component. And the other thing I happen to notice is that we've got red, white, and blue. So I don't know if that was on purpose with kind of the patriotic slant, or if that was just happenstance, but either way I like it. Alright, so here's our Hormel Caboose. So let's get her open and take a closer look. I didn't even ask the seller if this worked or not, because quite frankly I didn't care. Worst case scenario would be a nice shelf display, but fortunately it works. Alright, here's our caboose. It's in great shape. We've got some molded detail on the bottom. The wheels and the couplers are there. We got our ladder, we got our brake wheel, we got our handrails. We've got that on both sides. A little smokestack is there. And we got nice crisp lettering there. And it's just your basic caboose with your standard molded in detail. So let's now go to the next car. And these do have, if you look at the flap, a little checkbox so you can see which 40-foot boxcar is supposed to be with that box. Alright. I'm going to try to keep these together so that I can put them back in the spot where they belong. Alright, so here is our Spam car. Doors open. And we got some printed details here. And we got the word Spam as it would appear on like a can. And all of our little ladders are there, molded in detail. And then we've got everything that should be there. So we have our brake wheel. And the other side looks exactly the same. Alright, so let's go to this red one here. And these box cars are all identical. So we won't really need to, we took a little bit closer look at the first one. We don't really need to get such a close look on the rest of them. And we got our brake wheel. Everything that's supposed to be there is there. And this one says Hormel Chili. And the same thing on the other side. So one of these is chili, one's beef stew, and one's Spam. Of these Dinty Moore products, which one is your favorite? Me personally, it's the Spam. I like to cut up some Spam into little cubes and put it in my omelet for breakfast. Alright, so now we've got our Dinty Moore 40-foot boxcar. Everything that's present, that should be present, is present on the bottom. Got our brake wheel. Detailing is the same on this side. Everything looks nice and crisp. I didn't ask, and the seller didn't say, but I get the feeling that this has probably been run very little and has mostly spent its time in a box and storage. And here is our 040 locomotive. I would imagine, based on its size and everything, this was going to be a switcher. Basically moving cars in and around a yard. Maybe some light work locally. Alright, so this is not tender driven, so that happens. So now I gotta check it. Yeah, everything looks okay. Alright, so we'll just look at the tender separately. So there we are. We have our PRR for our Pennsylvania Railroad. Got a molded in coal load there. Some molded in detail on top. All of our wheels are there. Horn hook is present. And you can see the little hitch area where you can hook up to the locomotive. And here is the locomotive itself. As you can see, it's an 040. We have no trailing trucks and no pilot wheels. And then we just have 4 driving wheels. A lot of nice little molded in detail. I don't see anything broken or missing. And on the bottom you can see the gear for the motor, and the motor's going to be right in here. I did check it when I got it and it works. And so I did want to just go ahead and oil everything up a little bit. And there's the other side. And we got number 17. Alright, so I'm going to stop the video right here. We'll load this set up on the track, and we'll get some nice video of this set moving around here. Alright, so give me a second and I'll be right back. We're all loaded up on the track. There's our little 040 switcher. And we've got our chili car, our beef stew car, our Spam car, and our Hormel Caboose. So let me back up a little bit and let's give it some power. And there's its slow speed. Let's see if I can get it just a little slower. So it has really good slow speed. I can't complain about it. For such an old locomotive, I hung up on my switch there. There we go. But for such a old locomotive, it has a really good slow speed. Alright, so I'm going to back up and just let you kind of take it all in there. I think that's a beautiful train set. Like I said, I'm a sucker for these promotional sets and just kind of the quirky sets. Like with Tyco, some of their fictional railroads like the Silver Streak or the Golden Eagle. And they have a lot of promotional sets as well, like Chef Boyardee, Arm & Hammer. I think there was I got a Coca-Cola one. And other companies have done the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up my talking portion of the video and just get a little bit of footage of it going around the tracks afterwards. Some nice little close-ups and everything. So if you enjoyed taking a look at this promotional train set by Model Power, make sure and hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I have more content up. And if you have this set, let me know in the comments. If you've never seen something like this and find it interesting, let me know that as well. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me. Happy model railroading, guys. Take care.